Hello learners, I am Mamta Sharma from Lotus Petal Foundation and I am here to explain you about the election of the president. Before knowing more about our president, let us know that our country is known as Republic and we celebrate 26 January as a Republic Day because on this day our constitution was enforced and President's Day is known as Republic Day. And Republic is a country that has an elected government and an elected leader. The President of the Republic of India. Let me tell you that India's official name is Republic of India. So, the president of our country is the ceremonial head. So, the term ceremonial head stands for someone who appears to be in charge but who really holds very little influence. And most importantly, the President of India is known as the first citizen of the country. You must recognize this personality. Yes, this is Sri Ram Nath Kovind, who has taken the oath of the President of India on 25th July 2017 and he is the 14th President of our country. Let's see how the election of President is in our country. Article 54 tells us the process of election of the President of India. So the President is indirectly elected by an electoral college. This electoral college consists of elected members of both the houses of parliament as well as of the state legislative assemblies. The elected members the legislative assemblies of the Union Territories of Delhi and Puducherry also participate in this election. A question arises that there are 9 Union Territories in India, but why only Delhi and Puducherry? The reason is that both of these UTs comes directly under the control of the Union government. The voting is by secret ballot. Secret ballot is a method of voting in which each person writes their choice on a piece of paper so that no one knows whom that person has voted. He or he is elected according to the system of proportional representation. Proportional representation is an electoral system in which number of seats held by a political group or party in a legislative body is determined by number of popular votes received and it is done by the means of single transferable vote. Single transferable vote is a system in which each voter can cast a single ballot on which candidate rank their choice. Let me show you what is secret ballot. It looks like this. This is the ballot paper. You can see that people have shown their choices and according to this choice the president is elected. So a candidate requires some qualifications to be elected as the President of India. These are: he should be an Indian citizen, his age should be a minimum of 35 years, he should qualify the conditions to be elected as a member of Lok Sabha, he should not hold any office of profit under the central government, state government or any public authority. If he has been a member of any of the houses or any of the government vacancy, he has to vacate the seat on his first day of presidentship. Let's know about the conditions and privileges of the president. Allowances and privileges of the president are determined by a law and that law is passed by the parliament. It cannot be diminished during his term of office. The president used to get a monthly salary of 1.5 lakh, and it was determined by a law passed in 2008. The president receives other allowances in which free medical treatment facility is there, and most importantly, he gets the medical treatment throughout his life. He lives in an official residence popularly known as Rashtrapati Bhavan in Delhi. This is the mansion where he used to live. The Rashtrapati Bhavan has 340 rooms. It has 4 floors. It's spread over 2.5 kilometers of the corridors and has the garden of 190 acres. You might have heard about the Mughal Gardens. The Mughal Gardens lies in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Terms of the office of president is defined in Article 62. The president is elected for a term of 5 years. But even after the expiry of the term, he or she may continue to hold office until his or her successor enters the office. There is a provision for the re-election of a person who is holding or who has held the office as president. Now a question arises in my mind that president is so important in our country, but can the president's office be vacant? The answer is yes. There are few conditions in which the president's seat can remain vacant. First one is the president can resign by putting forward his resignation to the Vice President of India. Another one is if Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha initiates an impeachment charge and is invalid, then he is removed. Let me tell you what impeachment is. Impeachment means to start someone with doing something wrong. Specifically, it is done for the high government officials. If he dies during the office, then also his seat remains vacant. And if the Supreme Court declares his election invalid, even then the seat of the president becomes vacant. So, what happens when the president's seat becomes vacant? Vice president discharges his duty as president. If the vice president's office is vacant too, Chief Justice of India, or we can say the senior most judge of Supreme Court of India, discharges the functions of the president. You might be familiar with the name Venkaiah Naidu. Yes, he is the current Vice President of India. Here he is, and he took the oath of being Vice President of India on 5th August 2017. I feel that the content might be clear to you all. In the next part, I will tell you about the powers of Indian President. Thank you and stay tuned.